President Donald Trump made America First tariffs the centerpiece of his economic agenda, promising they would shield U.S. factories from unfair foreign competition. But a new Politico and Public First poll suggests that support inside his own coalition is wobbling. Anywhere from one quarter to nearly one half of the voters who backed him in 2024 now say they don't the policy is working. For Republicans looking ahead to the 2026 midterms, that is an unmistakable warning light on the dashboard. First, the basic goal: help American companies. Only about half of Trump voters believe the tariffs on China accomplish that. Roughly 1 in 4 think they are actually hurting U.S. firms, exactly the opposite of the intended effect. Second, the personal cost. 46% of his voters say they will support the tariffs even if prices rise at home, but a full third are on board only as long as the tariffs don't hit their wallets. That conditional backing shows how quickly enthusiasm could evaporate if everyday items get more expensive. The poll also reveals uncertainty about leverage at the bargaining table. Most respondents still trust the tariffs as a negotiating tool, yet 27% feel the duties weaken America's hand in future trade talks. Add to that a near-even split over who should hold tariff power. 45% say the president alone, 44% want Congress involved, and you have the makings of an intra-party tug-of-war. Why does any of this matter outside Washington? Because tariffs are, in practice, taxes on imports. An importer pays the duty when the shipment lands, then passes at least part of that cost along the supply chain. After earlier rounds of tariffs, the price of big-ticket appliances rose about 4%. The administration has collected more than $100 billion in customs revenue so far, money that ultimately comes from U.S. businesses and consumers, not from foreign governments. Uncertainty piles on. The White House has floated raising a blanket tariff on most imports and has singled out countries like Brazil and Canada for steep new duties. A broader package, delayed until August 1st, still looms. For companies building annual budgets or long-term supply contracts, that constant will-they, won't-they environment makes planning nearly impassable. There's also a psychological cost. Investors hate surprises, retailers hate empty shelves, and households hate price spikes. When businesses fear sudden changes, they stockpile parts, delay expansion, or pass costs on more quickly, all of which feed back into consumer anxiety. That loop is exactly what a growing slice of Trump's voters say they are worried about. The stakes are high for the GOP. Tariffs remain popular with a majority of the party's base, but the poll shows that approval rests on a fragile foundation. Protect jobs without raising prices, grow factories without shrinking paychecks. If that balance tips the wrong way, even a modest erosion of support could matter in the tight races that define midterm years. So the question ahead is twofold. Will the administration continue to escalate, betting that skepticism fades if new factories open? Or will Republican lawmakers push for a reset, hoping to calm jittery voters before those doubts harden into opposition? For now, the numbers tell a simple story. The tariff debate is no longer a one-sided rallying cry. It's a conversation, and for the GOP, a potential vulnerability as the 2026 campaign season approaches.